Hey guys, it's Brad with the Get You in Shape program. It is mobility, stretching, and recovery time. So that's what we're gonna do today. Give me about 19 minutes here to get those hips, the knees, the back, all straightened out. The first exercise is gonna be the standing hip flexor stretch. Let me get the timer going. We're gonna step back, straighten that leg,
3, 2, 1.
Hold this position so I can see my knees or my shoelaces here. This back leg is straight and I'm just pushing my hip forward if I can feel this stretch. As I'm doing this, focus on pushing your hips forward. The weight is in my front heel here. If for some reason you want to drop to your knees and do this, that's fine. We're gonna stay standing though as we're doing this exercise today. Pushing that hip forward.
Halfway.
This first one we're gonna stand. The second one for our hip flexor on this right knee or right leg is gonna be dropping to your knee. Almost there. We have 1 minute on each of these exercises. Should be feeling a little bit in that left heel. Bring that toe off the ground, the left toe. Push that knee back if you need to. We're feeling it right here in that right leg.
2,
now all we're doing
1.
is dropping to a knee. So weight is in my front heel. I'm pushing my hips forward. Feeling a stretch right through here, which is my right hip flexor.
1, and go.
Tucking that tailbone in and then reaching forward. As we're doing these stretches today, I want you to focus on your breathing. I'm not going to say it too much, but I want to focus on slow breaths in, about 6 to 8 seconds, and then 8 to 10 second breathing out. Pushing that hip forward right now. Nice work.
That's halfway.
Halfway there. We're going to be focusing right now on this right leg. First 3 exercises. This next exercise, you can have the knee on the ground or off the ground as we go over. We've still got 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so
chill.
Put the opposite hand on the ground. Again, knee can be on or off. We're gonna do the 4-point lunge. So I'm gonna dive the elbow down.
3, 2, 1.
That's point 1.
And go.
I'm gonna reach the arm. You can just follow me. Reach the arm through the opposite knee. I'm gonna twist that shoulder up to the sky. And then I'm gonna push my hips back on my fingertips. So again, you can have that back knee on the ground or off the ground. Elbow down, reach through, twist that shoulder up to the sky or ceiling, and then pull that hip back. Elbow down.
That's halfway.
Reach through, twist that shoulder up, and then pull that hip back on your fingertips. A few more, you got 20 seconds to go. Try to get a few more. This is all about stretching, so take your time. We're not going fast. Stretching those muscles. Last one.
3, 2, 1.
All right, now I'm gonna switch sides. So left leg is gonna be back. I'm working those hip flexors. So make sure your weight's in your front
2,
heel.
1.
And I'm gonna push my hip forward, stretching this hip flexor. So this back leg is straight. I'm pushing this hip forward, feeling a stretch right here. This is where you should feel it. The knee, looking down at that knee, I should be able to see my shoelaces. My weight is in my front heel. So yes, this leg is helping, and yes, the muscles are working, but I'm feeling the stretch back here. Halfway there.
That's halfway.
It's great for the hip flexors, are one of the tightest muscles in our bodies. It gets tight from sitting down every single day. Excessive. So this is one area that we have to constantly be stretching, because if these muscles get tight, our hips, our knees, and our lower back can pay for it. 5, we're going to be sitting down on that knee.
3, 2,
putting that knee down.
1. Chill.
Same exercise, same stretch, but now we're sitting. So we're pushing that leg
3,
forward, making sure
2,
weight's in my heel.
1, and go.
Tucking in my tailbone and then just pushing my hip forward. I'm not leaning forward, I'm just moving my hip forward to feel that stretch in my hip flexor. Again, work on that breathing as we're doing this.
That's halfway.
Moving into that 4-point lunge again. Again, back knee can be on the ground or off the ground. Almost done.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. So
Chill.
that opposite hand goes to the ground. Let me move. Opposite hand on the ground. That back knee on or off. Elbow
3,
down.
2, 1, and
Drive the
go.
elbow hand through the opposite arm. Twist that shoulder up to the ceiling or sky. And then pull that hip back. Drive the elbow as low as we can get. Bring the arm through. Twist that shoulder up. And then pull the hips back. Again, that back knee can be on the ground. I like to do
That's
mine with
halfway.
my legs off, the knee off the ground. It's a little bit tougher. Taking your time. Elbow down, reach through, twist that shoulder up, and then pull the hips back. 10 seconds.
Three.
Okay, now
2,
we're just gonna do a
1.
hand walk out to our
Chill.
plank. So I'm gonna walk my hands out where my hands are underneath, and then walk my hands back to my feet.
3,
So I'm going
2,
back and forth.
1, and go.
Resting just for a second at the top when my hands are by my feet, and resting a few seconds right here. If you need to drop to your knees, you can go to your knees as you rest, and then we're walking our hands back. So just going back and forth, the hand walks. This is great for shoulder stability, for core, and yes, we're stretching those legs as we walk back and forth.
That's halfway.
Hold that plank for a second, and then walk your hands back.
Three, 2,
All right, from
1.
there, guys, we're going to do
Chill.
the Cobra Stretch. This is where your hands are here, and you're just going to dip those hips, and chest is up. Okay,
3,
during this
2,
time, you can look over
1,
to your left,
and go.
your right shoulder, look up to the sky. You can dip your hips. For some reason, you can't bring your hips that low. You can also do this on your knees. So this is a great stretch for your lower back. So as you're doing so on your hands, if that doesn't feel good for you, just drop to your elbows and do the same thing. Again, work on your breathing as you're doing these stretches.
That's halfway. Three, 2,
All right,
1.
we are going to do
Chill.
the downward dog, guys, for 1 minute. Okay, so just try to hold it as long as you can. Our heels are
3,
into the ground,
2, 1.
and our
go.
head is through the arms. So I'm pushing my heels into the ground. My weight is in my palms, and I'm pushing my head through my arms. Again, you can drop to your knees if you need to rest. Drop to your knees and then try to keep going. But we're going to try to hold it for the next 40 seconds. Yes, I know this is tough. So for you, drop to your knees, rest a few seconds, and then do it again.
That's halfway.
Push those palms into the ground. Push the heels into the ground. Push that hip up to the sky or ceiling. Almost there, 20 seconds. Five, hold it.
3,
All
2,
right.
1.
I'll give you a
Chill.
little reward. We're gonna do the child's pose next. So pushing your hips back, reaching the arms forward,
3, 2,
putting the forehead
1,
on the ground.
and go.
We'll work on that breathing.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1.
All
Chill.
right, guys, we got the Frogger stretch here now. You're gonna widen your knees and bend your feet closer to you.
3,
And
2,
then we're just gonna
1,
push our hips
and go.
back. So widen your knees, and then bring our feet together. And then I'm gonna push my hips behind me. So some of you might widen your knees further out. This is kind of like a stretch, doing the splits. We're working the inner thigh muscles and the groin muscles. So as far as you can widen your knees out, and then push your hips back towards your heels. Your feet are together or close together.
That's halfway.
We're gonna do this 2 times. This is a great stretch. If this is hurting your knees, might wanna put some pillows underneath your knees. Press pause. Pushing your hips back is gonna work those inner thigh muscles. We're gonna do this twice, so keep going.
3, 2,
Don't stop. Keep
1.
going.
Chill.
Further you push your hips back, the more you're gonna feel this.
3, 2,
Further your knees
1,
are out,
and go.
the more you're gonna feel it. Don't feel this stretch, you can widen those knees or you can push your hips further behind you. I'm on my elbows. You guys might need to be on your hands doing it. Some of you, I'm not sure, whatever is feeling comfortable for you. Some of you might be able to put your chest to the ground and do a real split.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Chill.
All right, guys, we're almost done. We got 4 more. We got the runner stretch. So we're gonna bring right foot up, bring
3,
that left knee back.
2,
Just
1,
gonna
and go.
either be right here or drive that elbow down. So you can either, some of you might feel it stretch right here. Make sure your weight is in your heels. Some of you need to drive the elbow down. Some of you could probably put that elbow down the ground and both elbows down the ground. You just figure out where you're at. You can feel this in the back knee, or the back leg, and the front leg, the hip crease on that hip.
That's halfway. 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, switching
Chill.
legs. We got 3 more. Hopefully this has been good for you. Hang with me for a few more. So the other leg,
3,
runner lunge.
2, 1, and go.
Again, you can do this right here. Some of you might just be feeling it right here. Some of you can bring that elbow up to the ground and bring that elbow. You figure out what you need to be doing. Make sure this front heel has your weight so I can bring this toe off the ground as I move down. That's gonna make sure I'm in my hips, not my knee on that leg. Some of you that haven't done
That's
some of these
halfway.
stretches, they can be a little bit difficult, okay? Over time, like even for me, some of these stretches today were difficult, but over time, your body and your joints will love it. So that's why I encourage you, although we're doing this once a week, you've got plenty of options to go back and do other ones that we've done throughout the week, or just the stretches that you know that
3,
are good for you.
2, 1, chill.
All right, guys, we're gonna do a back stretch here. We're gonna stretch one leg and bend one, and then we're
3,
gonna put that elbow
2,
and just
1,
twist and look to
and
the
go.
opposite shoulder. So I'm pushing my knee with this elbow, and I'm looking over.
That's halfway.
Halfway there, we're doing this 2 minutes, so one and then the other, and we're finished, guys. Try to look over that shoulder. You get a good stretch. Try to push that knee over.
Three, two,
All right, last one, switching legs. So straighten that other leg, bring this other leg up and over. And then I'm gonna put my elbow on there and
Three,
just pull, over,
two,
pull this elbow
one,
over and look up,
and go.
look over that shoulder. As we're finishing up here, just don't forget, every day is a new day to improve on you, to be a better you. Keep stretching. Today is no
That's
different.
halfway.
We have an opportunity as we wake up to be a better version of ourselves, and taking care of you like you're doing right now, working on your mobility, your flexibility, and your recovery is going to help you be a better you. Another way is, as always, I'm going to get my camera out. I'm running solo today, so I'm just take a true selfie of me and my mat here and point to it.
Three, two,
I'm going to share
one.
with folks what
Your
I did
timer
today
is
so I can
complete.
help motivate, encourage others. By sharing, I'm going to go to my Facebook page. I'm going to put this picture on it, and then I'm going to type in checking in for charity, and then get you in shape on there, make sure it's public, and not only will I help give to our charity partners, but hopefully I am motivating and encouraging and inspiring someone else. So you guys have a great one, and we will see you on the next one.